Welcome to PC Woods Kids Tech Talk. Today we're looking at the OCZ DDR3 kit. It's an AMD Black Edition kit, actually. Special Edition. Here's the kit number. Okay, it's 2 sticks of 2 gigabytes each. Here's what it looks like in the package. And as you can see written on it, it says PC3 12800 memory. 888 24 are the memory timings. 1.65 volts. If we turn this around on the package, it explains how it is optimized for the AMD overdrive utility. Of course, you have to have a compatible CPU and motherboard to activate the overdrive properly and use those profiles, the smart profiles that it has built in. Here's a look at the memory up close, as you can see. From OCZ, I like their low profile memory. I gotta tell you, very slick, straightforward, good heat dissipation through those holes, as you can see there, and it doesn't get in the way with your CPU coolers, which is great. Okay, there's another look at it. Okay, and on the other side, 240 pin, of course, as you would expect. And we're going to be installing this on my test system. Now, when you install this, if you really want to make use of the Black Edition memory, which is for overclocking, you need a Dragon test system, right? You need a gaming rig that is made out of a Phenom 2 or an Athlon 2, the brand new CPUs with a gigabyte board, such as this one here, using the 790FX chipset, an ATI Radeon, a 4800 series or a 5800 series will do just great. And I'm using here 3.8 gigahertz, running some settings here, as you can see, to basically overclock this. Now, when it comes to the memory, I'm only going to have the Northbridge frequency at 2100 and increase it little by little. Here's the timings, the default timings, like I mentioned, and that's the frequencies that we're getting. Okay, so we're just over the 1600, just slightly overclocked. When we open up the overdrive utility, the AMD overdrive utility, which is free, of course, from AMD, you can download that, and you can tweak your memory, basically. This memory, because it's Black Edition, has a profile already on the AMD website that it's able to download and basically set up your motherboard, which should be compatible, of course, with this memory and CPU, and it basically sets it all up for you. All you need to do is enable the advanced mode, go into the online update, and then check the memory, and then update it. When you update it, it retrieves the information about the memory, and it basically sets up the profile for that memory so that you can overclock it through the AMD overdrive utility. Okay, so that's basically what we're doing here. As we increase the Northbridge frequency, we will get more read, write, copy performance. Okay, so at a default setting, we're getting basically a latency of 46.2. So the Northbridge frequency is the only thing that's been overclocked when it comes to affecting the memory. Still the same timings, 88824. Okay, but it's slightly overclocked, just a little teeny bit. Okay, now here are the settings with me increasing the Northbridge frequency to 2387. Okay, now as you can see here, by doing that, the read and write when I did a benchmark in Everest has increased, and the latency has also increased. So we're actually increasing the performance of the memory by increasing the Northbridge frequency. Okay, still it's slightly overclocked at 868, basically times 2. And if I were to put everything back at the defaults, okay, and run the Everest for latency, you can see that this specific kit actually outperforms the Platinum Edition of the OCZ, the Patriot, the Corsair. The Kingston is still the fastest, but this OCZ AMD Black Edition is great for overclocking, and it's proved it while I was increasing the Northbridge frequencies. Very steady, stable, and great performance out of it. I was testing it on all kinds of games. It was great. So if you're looking for overclocking memory that works with the AMD overdrive, the OCZ kit is definitely something that you should be looking into getting, that is easily set up, as I mentioned, with a compatible motherboard such as the 7090 FX chipset and a CPU such as the Phenom 2 or an Athlon 2 would be great to set this up and get the maximum performance out of your system with that memory. So anyways, I'd like to thank OCZ for providing it, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.